Good morning from Los Angeles, from sunny, chilly, breezy Los Angeles. Welcome to Trading with Sergio. A lot going on today. Been trading my butt off in the morning. And I probably will pull a couple of trades off while we're live. Welcome to Trading with Sergio every Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to go quick today for the fact that I have a few shout outs. And on Friday, I had to abruptly end the power hour, which is every Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, due to an evacuation, not warning, an evacuation order. But everything is okay. First of all, my heart goes out to all the victims who have lost loved ones and homes, everything they own or everything they have built all their lives in Los Angeles and the areas such as Pacific Palisades, Malibu, Altadena, Pasadena. If you know LA, you know where they are. Part of the Malibu, Pacific Palisades, extremely wealthy neighborhoods, destroyed, literally. If you guys look at the pictures, it looks like an atomic bomb dropped in the middle of the neighborhood. Both places are destroyed. It's going to literally destroyed. About 6,000 homes, 6,000 homes, not people, have been destroyed, burned to the ground, literally. Some tens of multi-million-dollar homes and some average middle-class homes in Altadena area. My heart and my prayers goes out to all the victims. My I don't know even how to put this to words. My sincerest just gratitude goes to the first responders and the firefighters and those amazing helicopter pilots who control this. I put out a short video on X yesterday, and I said, what a beautiful sight. No dark clouds, no smoke, no ash flying around. It looks like it's kind of under control, although we have some strong winds today. But I think the worst is over. But again, unbelievable. It takes a special kind of human being to fly a helicopter into a fire, literally into a fire. And it takes a special kind of human being to run into a fire while the human instinct is to run away from it, right? So please join me in thanking all those people who saved countless lives, countless homes. This is going to take years to rebuild. This is time to be resilient, help each other as opposed to be divisive. However, I do have my views about how horribly mismanaged California is. This may actually, no joke, this may actually encourage me to run for some sort of office. Start small, maybe my city council in Granada Hills or whatever it's called. New ideas, new views are necessary. Career politicians need to go, but that's not about this. So welcome to Power Hour. Not Power Hour today. Power Hour is on Friday, which I had to abruptly end. Welcome to Trading with Sergio. Markets are selling off. This is what separates the men from the boys. When I put my predictions out last week of the year in 2024, I said volatility is going to pick up, and sure enough, it has picked up. And you need to know what you're doing, otherwise you're going to blow accounts. There is no ifs and buts about this. So with that said, one last thing. I post my positions every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the community page of the YouTube channel. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. We have some new members that joined the supporting the channel, the members group. I have created a Telegram chat group just for the members only, which I will post my trades quicker. If you're following me there, this is not financial or trading advice. You know, you got to trade at your own risk, but then you will get my trades a lot quicker. So that's one advantage of being a member. I'm sitting on my hands mostly, just keeping my powder dry, managing the existing positions as they are. I've had multiple questions about one of the positions. I will clearly go through it, and then answer all your questions. If you do have it, please put it in the chat. Look, a lot of people who have been involved in the market since the pandemic when we were locked up, the democratization of the stock markets was realized by Robinhood. Everybody's swinging options now and doing what they do, and then they have a good flavor or taste in their mouths from the meme stock days. Those are not these days. Those are gone. So if you think that's going to repeat, you're fooling yourself. You're going to blow an account. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be realistic. So one of the advantages of being a member is having a hands-on attitude about all these things. And a couple other advantages of being a member is 4 extra live streams, weekly live streams on Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, although that's going to vary with my son's soccer schedule. He's a freshman at college, starting already, playing really well. I don't want to miss those. So, stock market can wait. You got to have the priorities. For example, this Wednesday, I will have to move that back. So if you are a member, please turn on all notifications so you get the correct time of the members only live. So members get 4 extra members only lives a month, every Wednesday. Time to be decided, TBD, as they say. This Wednesday time is going to change, so be on the lookout for the change of time. I apologize for it, but priorities got to be straight. Another thing members get is the t-shirt that I'm wearing. You get it for free, including shipping. Ironically, well, not ironically, I think it's a cool name. I created the Telegram. So if you are a member and if you haven't joined Telegram, please go join. You guys will get benefit out of it, obviously. And the other thing that you will get, obviously, by becoming a member is getting a free t-shirt, $30 value, done by Gig With It. And the Telegram group, by the way, if you are going to join, I did send everybody the notifications, but if you did not, I will send you the link to join. Email me, sergio@sergioavedian.com. Join the group. I think it's going to be fun. Obviously, it gives you direct access to me, which is an advantage. I will post the trades as I'm doing it with a minimal lag, as opposed to the ones I do on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes I get in and out quick, and then I don't want you to hold the bag. That's another advantage. The t-shirt, again, if you're a member, you should have gotten your t-shirt already. If you're not a member and you're thinking of becoming a member, $30 value, including shipping, for, I think our membership is $9.99 a month. It's ridiculous value, really. But it's up to you guys to choose to be a member or not. And if you do choose to be a member, go to the channel. There's a join button. Just click join, and then you'll become a member. I'll get notification, and then you'll send me your t-shirt size and physical address, and then we will mail out the t-shirt. Last but not least, the group is under KYW on Telegram. What is KYW? Know your worth. There you go. We got to know our worth. If we don't know our worth in life, we're not going anywhere. So what else? Did I forget anything? Probably, but it's okay. Oh, look at the hat I'm wearing. What am I wearing? What's happening? I know you guys don't follow the round football. FYI, I'm a Bills fan due to Chris this year. They demolished Denver yesterday. I promised him if Bills go to the Super Bowl, I will buy a Bills jersey. I'm the honorary Bills fan. I don't follow American football that much, but I will watch the Super Bowl, eat some Doritos, and have some beers. But so go Bills. But more importantly, vamos Barça. What happened yesterday? What happened? Huh? Huh? We got our first cup with the new coach. We demolished Real Madrid. Literally demolished them. We just spanked them. It's more just puts fire in my belly. You're gonna say, Serge, market's tanking. How can you talk about football? Hey man, you gotta have your priorities. On the weekends, football is my priority. Monday morning, I'm right back to business. But vamos Barca. Always Barca, number one. Always. Good times, bad times. You got to stick with your team. Oh, what? Most important thing. You guys see this in the back, right? This is my friend's house in Pacific Palisades. Okay. All right. I hadn't been able to get a hold of him for a week. And I'm going like, for sure, this thing burned down without a question. Okay. All right. This is one of the most beautiful places on the planet. All right. So finally, yesterday, I got a hold of him. I got carpal tunnel from texting people because I have so many friends. I have 2 other friends who lost houses in Malibu and Pacific Palisades. A bunch of people in Altadena. And, but he says his house is okay, although minor damage, smoke damage, obviously, and all that stuff, but his house is standing. Thank God. Okay. But everything around him has burned. Look, it's just a miracle that his house is standing. So I'm thankful to God, thankful to those firefighters. I'm pretty sure they were just doing God's work, really. So yeah, he's cool. So in honor of him, I'm going to use this background for a while. Even on the other channel, I'm going to use this background just to put a reminder how important things are in life. And you have to have, priorities. What's important in life? Health, right? Most important thing. Life. You're breathing. Yes, you have lost everything. I get it. But you're breathing. You're alive. You can work on it. You can rebuild. And this place doesn't absolutely look like it. He sent me a picture and it doesn't look anything like it. However, he's alive. His family is good. His kids are good. His dogs are good. He's alive. I can't say that for a lot of people. Tens of thousands of people, right? About 6,000 homes burned to the ground in the Palisades and 6,000 homes burned down to the ground in Altadena. I mean, come on. Those are 6,000 families, okay? Where did they go? How did they live? What did they do? Really incredible. Just the hundreds of billions in damage, I'm pretty sure, and it's going to take years to rebuild, but we will rebuild. When I say we, I'm okay, right? The last but not least, when I cut power hour short on last Friday, right when I was going to do my watch list and chart, so I'm going to do a lot more of that today, obviously, just to make up for it. Literally right at the end, I had a evacuation notice, not a warning, and we didn't evacuate because we've been through this rodeo multiple times last 22 years in the house that I'm in. You take your chances, but then we stayed, and but we were ready. We've been ready, packed, ready to go for, I don't know, a week now. But it's I don't know what to say other than thank you to all the first responders and firefighters and the police officers who are protecting the areas from looters. I don't know. I mean, so far so good, right? And it seems like the worst is over. So with that said, let's look at the chat. James, good morning. Mojo, hello, good morning, good morning. Techie B, good morning. Edward, shout out to Edward. He already traded this morning, put his $200 gain on the Telegram. Hats off to you, Edward. You have no problems pulling the trigger. I can see that. Haha, Cheeky Chops is here, spamming already. I mean, I call him spamming, I'm being facetious. But I've been to the stadium, Camp Nou. That's a religious experience, people. when 90,000 people are singing for 90 minutes, you have no goosebumps left. Your whole skin becomes a goosebump. Water boy, yeah, shit, I'd do it. Ball boy, water boy, any kind of boy, any kind, anything. Save the Palisades. There isn't much left to save. It probably pretty much has burned on all to the ground. Yes, vamos Barca. What do you mean? Yes. So, just go to Telegram, download Telegram. If you're a member, you're having difficulty, go to download, search for KYW group, and you should be able to join. It is I did read that email, but I'm thinking you're technically savvy to figure that out. Yeah, it is your phone number. You should be able to join. If not, I'll send you the link. Tiger. Hey, Tiger. Yes, Happy New Year. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate it. We do need prayers. We really do. It's just horrible. But life will go on. Business must go on. What can you do? Good morning, sir. Yeah, well, take that money and DCA into Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know. Good question. How close? About a mile. Less than a mile-ish. That area had burned, but the firefighters, within an hour, they hit it from the air, from the ground, so hard. And luckily, the winds were not blowing 50, so it didn't spread. About a mile. We had a Cessna fire about 4 or 5 years ago. That's when we got evacuated. That came literally, actually, it's on X. So if you guys want to follow me on X, I put the videos up. I put where I live. Pretty much, there's a canyon next to me that burned. There is just a street between the canyon and me. Those firefighters, man, they saved our house last time. I mean, they literally jumped into the fire, helicopters dumping water. It was like apocalypse now. It's unbelievable. But they saved our house last time. So, and that canyon hasn't burned for 4 or 5 years. So there's some really fuel there. Look, man, you're taking a risk living up here, but it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. I wouldn't live anywhere else. I don't feel like I'm in the city of LA. I feel like I'm in some rural area. Beautiful up here. And yeah, well, if you are, please ring me up. You know my contact. I will definitely meet some of your fellow people assisting, and I will definitely buy you lunch. Yeah. Well, actually, Cessnon is where the fire broke out was north of Cessnon. Cessnon is off of Balboa, John, about a mile and a half north of me. So Cessnon kind of goes in it starts close to my house and then it goes away from my house around Tampa. So when the winds are blowing 50, everything is close. Okay, Cheeky Chop, stop. This I agree with Cheeky Chop. Yes, I'm a good guy. Yeah, it hasn't burned for a while. So, well, the other thing is the places that burned to ashes, it supposedly hadn't burned for like 50 years. Imagine the growth there, right? And if you don't brush clear and then do your job, excuse me, my allergies are raging because of these winds and fires. Nothing KYW group. Okay, know your worth. Do a search on that. If not, put it in the chat. I will send you the link. Okie dokie. Okay, so what's happening today? Well, today, market continues this downtrend that it started a week ago. And let's see. I mean, trend lines are being broken. One actually intermediate term trend line is coming into play now, but I'm going to start with the positions and then I'll go into the watch list. But before I do that, let's see what's coming ahead today. Not today, this week. Economic stuff. You can all get this at FRED, F-R-E-D, called Federal Reserve Economic Data. So I always get it off of Twitter from Coinbase Letter. My hat's off to Coinbase Letter. I use their stuff quite a bit. Amazing group. So tomorrow, PPI inflation, producer price index, is PPI. That's important because if the producer prices are going up, they're going to pass it on to you. And then it will reflect itself in CPI, which is consumer price index. Okay. So that's coming out tomorrow. Wednesday, CPI is coming out. Two very important numbers. Thursday, another important one, retail sales. Is the consumer tapped out? We'll find out. And then Friday, housing starts, and a total of 7 Fed speakers, including Neil Kashkari, I call him because every time he opens his mouth, the market goes down. They're including him. 7 Fed speakers are going to talk, probably try to talk the market up because they're on a pivot. They're trying to lower rates. The bond market is not listening. We're about to hit 5% on the 20-year note. And for that, I said that a million times, please go look at the chart of TLT. Tom, Larry, Tom. If TLT is going down, that means interest rates are going up. So since the Fed cut the rates 100 basis points starting September 18th of this last year, the bond market has raised the rates, actual rates, by 100 basis points. So the bond market is giving the middle finger to the Fed, saying that we're not buying it. Inflation is not dead. It's coming back, and that's why the bond market is raising the rate. So you got to pay attention to the macro picture before you even think of trading. You got to include everything in there. Macro, micro, charts, whatever knowledge you have, you got to put it in a bucket, make a slushy out of it, and then make sense out of things that are happening. But if you can't do that, I'm here. So, I do live streams Mondays, Fridays, Wednesdays with the members. Hey, you should be learning. You should be getting some value out of it. So I have, let's go to the position screen. Hope you guys can see this. All right, so position screen. I added to my HAL actually a Werewolf Therapeutics down here about 135. So I'm up to 15,000 shares of Werewolf. I have covered calls. They're going to expire worthless if the stock is still here by this coming Friday, and lower my costs some more. And I'm going to keep doing it until I remedy this position or heal or repair this position. I have 4,500 shares of MSTR, which is MSTU, which is the 2x bullish version of MSTR. MSTR MicroStrategy. This is the 2x ETF. I sold puts. I got assigned. My cost is according to TOS, Thinkorswim, is 1155. It's not. It's lower. I don't know why Thinkorswim is having trouble adjusting that, because I sold puts to get assigned, which was my intent, and I did. So I got assigned. I'm guessing my cost. I mean, I can do it, but my cost is under 11. It's at 850 something, 854, 855. I saw calls that are expiring this week on Friday. By the way, this week, third Friday, it's option expiration. OPEX, major option expiration. A lot of exposure out there. I sold the cover calls, 50 and 60 cents, respectively. If the stock is here, they're going to expire worthless. So I'm going to lower my cost some more. I did this before. A lot of people ask me about this. They go, Sergio, you're losing money. I'm like, yeah, okay. And if you have a decent sized account, you have the holding power, right? So I'm looking at this as a weekly return machine. The reason MSTU is going down because MSTR is going down, right? Okay. So This is the 2x version. So if MSTR goes down 10%, this goes down 20%. My intent is to keep writing calls and taking in premium on the existing shares I have. I will not add to that. 4,500 shares I think is plenty. But here's the deal. So after this week, assuming everything expires worthless, my cost on this is under 10. Okay. I mean, sorry, yeah, 10.75, 50, about 10.25. Okay. I will go ahead and sell the $10 calls, and I will give you the prices there. The premiums are ridiculous on these things, right? So what needs to happen is that one update in Bitcoin, one update in MSTR, break even or higher. Actually, that did take place, but I had the short calls. I had the cover calls. That's the downside of having cover calls. This thing was, when Bitcoin got up to 98,000, sorry about the cough and my voice. Allergies are horrible. This thing was up to like 12 and a half, 13. So not concerned. Unrealized gains are fine. As long as you're not taking them, you take them, you take them. You know, I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to keep writing cover calls. And I'm going to, so as you all know, last year, I finished the year at 120%. But all the downside, my account at the moment is still up about 3%, which is fine. I'm okay with it. On the other hand, to recover some of this unrealized loss, what did I do? I went and hedged myself and sold some puts and calls on MSTZ, which is the 2x T-Rex 2x inverse MSTR daily target. I sold the 15 puts, collected $1.75 for it, and I sold the 25 calls, collected 50 cents, and 10 each right here, right? So the one I sold at 175 is down to 25 cents. The one I sold at 50 cents is at 50 cents. Well, those are going to expire also this Friday if this MSTZ is here, which is at 20 bucks, right? Half range, which is exactly what you want to do, or you want to be, where when you have the 20-25 strangle, I mean 15-25 strangle, right? Okay. So I am taking in constantly, I'm taking in premium, right? And that's where the name of the game is when the markets are like this. So after being 120%, I am going to leave the account as is. I did not take any money out. Usually I take all my profits out and start with the same amount, which is 50K at the start of every year. It used to be larger, but now no need to push. But this year, I feel like the volatility is going to come back. And in my case, volatility is my friend. If volatility is your friend and you're careful and you know kind of what you're doing, when volatility picks up, what picks up, right? Implied volatilities pick up. When implied volatilities pick up, what should you do? Should be a taker or a maker? Well, I'm a maker now. Maker meaning I make markets, meaning I sell puts and calls. I take in that juicy premium. Will everything go well? Not necessarily, but it's very difficult to make money on directional bets when the implied volatility is high, when the volatility is picking up, right? Because the market makers will adjust the option premiums to a level that it doesn't make sense to buy calls and puts and make directional bets, right? So what do you do? You just switch to becoming a seller. Well, in order to be a seller of premium, you have to have enough sizable account to be able to sell those puts and calls, right? So so hopefully that answered the question that I got from a couple of people saying, oh, well, you're losing. I'm like, yeah, I'm transparent. I'm unrealized gain, unrealized loss. There's, I don't know. I'm not concerned, honestly. I think Bitcoin is in a trading range. I think MSTR is in a trading range. Okay, well, my predictions for the S&P 500 and Bitcoin are coming out today and tomorrow. So check out those videos on the channel. I'm going to go back to questions. I'm pretty sure there are some. I'll answer those quickly, and then I'll go to my watch list and charts. One important thing. When I look at the charts, when the market gets volatile, right, technicals are important, obviously. And I do pay attention to charts. But charts are telling you the past. They're not telling you the present. And you're counting on the past repeating, patterns repeating. Okay, no problem. I get that. However, The important thing is, you got to pick your spots. When the market's going down, a lot of us, a lot of you have not experienced a down market. Well, this is, like I said previously, this is what's going to separate the men from the boys. Panic is definitely going to be important now. Not to panic, obviously. The 3 Ps are more important than ever. The 3 Ps are patience, position, and planning. You got to have patience. You got to sit on your hands. Do you guys see too many directional bets? I will show the position screen one more time. I have one directional bet where Edward actually made money. I'm still not. I'm even on it because he pulled the trigger in and out. But now you have to add more tools when the market's going down, right? What are the tools? You should be able to short stocks. You should be able to short options. You should be able to short indexes. You should be able to short futures, depending on your account size. You have to, because market goes up the stairs and takes the express elevator down. There's no ifs, there's no buts. These are all words to live by. But the 3 Ps, right? Patience. Sit on your hands. Markets open every day. Look, you have so much news coming out. CPI, PPI, right? Those are going to move the market. Unless you have inside information, why should you expose yourself to that? Let the news come out and then take your positions, right? That's why you need to have a plan. What is the plan, right? And the second P, positioning. Obviously, you want to position yourself correctly, but like I'd shared my year-end results with you all a couple of weeks ago, I was only right 6 out of 10 times, but I still got 120% out of it. How does that happen? That happens by risk management and positioning correctly. I position size especially, right? When the market's getting this volatile, you don't need to position. You have to position size correctly. If you don't, if you have a $5,000 account and you're swinging 0 DTEs, you're going to blow it. I guarantee it. You may get lucky here and there, but I guarantee it. Because it's not based on planning. It's not based on anything. It's just gambling, right? I'm trying to get the gambling out of it. I'm trying to use the knowledge and the power of information and knowledge to put the right strategy for the right time. And for this year, I believe it's going to be selling options, selling premium until market calms down, volatility subsides. Then you can take directional bets. So those are the things that you guys need to pay attention to. Okay, this is bad. What's happening? Okay, nobody's finding. Okay. All right. So Mojo, I will respond with the link of the email to you, with the link of the Telegram group. Luis, I will also do the same. Can you, I know you emailed me, so your t-shirt's on the way. I invited you people. You have to download Telegram though. Do you have Telegram downloaded? If you have Telegram downloaded, you should be able to own it, because I did put all the members in there. All you have to do is come join it. However, I will send you the link of the group today, once I'm done with this. Edward, why Edward? FOMO on DJT calls. No, I don't know. I don't even know why you mess with DJT. So expensive anyway. You made your money today. What's the FOMO about? This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. I mean, if you're going to do a sprint, you're going to blow it. I'm telling you. Just not going to work. Got to have patience, man. Anyway, so let's go to... why am I here? I shouldn't be there. Oh, this one right here. Okay. Okay, so on the position screen, I have one directional bet. 76 cents is my cost. I'm up to 40 PDYN, Paladin AI Corp calls. Stock 725. I bought the 10 calls. So, yeah. It's like a gift, right? I mean, those are February expiration, February 21 expiration, by the way. So I have over a month, 42 days, 41 or 42 days. What am I looking for? These stocks were in the 20s, right? It collapsed. I talked about it. These parabolics, when they go parabolic, the end is bad. And look what's happening to all those quantum computing stocks and all those things, right? They're just collapsing. Well, There will be a rally on these, right? I don't know where. That's why I don't deal with the equity itself. I deal with the options because limited risk, right? If I buy 1,000 shares at 720, it goes to 5, I'm down a couple $1,000. If I buy options at 60 cents, which are not going to expire until February 21, 70 cents, okay, they're going to go down to 50 cents. So risk reward, right? You got to think of it. On any bounce here, this thing bounces to 8, 9, those options will double. And because IV is very high, 165. So when IV is high, you should stick with the equity, underlying equity, but then those things are so volatile. I want to limit my risk as much as I can. And that's it. But I will look at those nosebleed stocks in a minute. I may actually open a couple of positions on a couple of them while we're talking. One other thing, let's go to the charts. All right, let's go through charts, which I did not do. So this is the SPY, S&P 500. MACD is below 0. It actually crossed over 2 weeks ago when the Fed cut the rates another quarter basis point, which I had puts on. I don't have any puts, which index puts, because I don't have too many other positions to hedge my stuff, right? So we're clearly in a reasonable downtrend. We're making lower lows today, although we're just trying to battle up. Let's look at the 2-minute chart. Yeah, we're trying to battle our way back. Look, market's under its 50, market's under its 20 EMA. 20 EMA is about to cross the 50 to the downside. 200 EMA is nowhere near. It's 556. So we do have another 4 or 5% probably to go. Although there's an intermediate channel uptrend coming into play now. This is all the technical stuff that I'm going to talk about today. About 568. We're at 579. So we got a couple percent more to go. If that trend line breaks, we have issues. Then 200 EMA is going to come into play. Market has not visited the 200 EMA on the indexes for a long time. So patience, patience, patience. This is the 3-year S&P. This is the trend line I'm talking about. And the channel I'm talking about. So this goes back. I should draw another trend line right here, which I will for next week. That trend line comes down to 500. That's another 20% from here. So, but one thing at a time, right? You know, we had a head and shoulder that we're breaking today. Head and shoulder top. Got to be careful here, man. You gotta risk and size correctly. So that's the SPY. This is the triple Qs. You know, this is giving you, by the way, this will give a lot of people a good chance to DCA. Okay. So 539 was the high on triple Qs. We're at 504, so we're down, draw down about 5-6%. No big deal. I don't draw too many lines on my charts because it creates bias, but 200 EMA is 478. So, you know, we're another 4% from here. And this is the long-term look. Always pull back. Take a look where you've been, where you're coming from. It's been in a clear uptrend, still in a long-term uptrend, in an intermediate uptrend as well. Short-term, yeah, we're in a little downtrend. Look, man, these pullbacks are going to happen. They're healthy, actually. And all the Trump premium, actually, I think is being taken out of the market to start with, because reality is setting in that he's going to get sworn in. What is it, on the 8th? And then on 20th, right? Yeah, so 8th, what am I saying? 20th. So lower lows, lower highs, first time for a while. We had one of those here, Japanese yen carry trade. You know, we have pullbacks. Every dip has been bought so far, and whoever bought the dip last 2 years, laughing all the way to the bank, dollar cost averaging. You guys can say whatever you want to say, but it works. All right, let's go through some Max 7. Apple broke his 50 EMA, hot knife through butter, 262 high, actually 260 high. We're at 230, pretty healthy correction, right? 200 EMA at 220. 220, definitely. I'm looking to sell puts on Apple. And a couple of my uptrends have broken down, obviously. Affirm, right? Lower lows, lower highs. Yeah, again, support at 50. We're at 53. I'm willing to sell cash secured puts on Affirm around 50. I'm willing to get assigned at 50. That's going to be most of my strategy this year. When things pull back to my levels, I'll cast secured puts with the intention of getting assigned. Please put your questions and comments. I will answer them at the end. This is definitely coming into my range of buy. This is AI, C3 AI. 200 EMA 29.29. We're at 31. Last week it was 38. So directional bets are okay, but synthetic longs, probably that's what I will do on this one, which is sell the puts, buy the calls with the money that I'm taking in with the credit. There was a catalyst on this, obviously, was earnings. Look, every chart looks like this now, right? You guys got to figure out, everything was uptrends now, mostly it's downtrends, but it's not the end of the world. AMD is getting a lot of attention. Looks like garbage to me, but I don't know why people are stuck on these things. Here's one that I may pull the trigger on. Here's it's called Arcid Quantum. Look at this thing, okay? Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 days ago, this high had a 52.79. We're down to 16. So the way it went up is the way it's going down. We're right under 200 EMA. In fact, I will do a trade now, depending on how expensive the options are. On these, I will only buy options. I will not buy the equity just for the fact that I don't know where they're going to stop, although this is right on top of its 200 EMA. Okay, so stock is 16 on the low of the day. Let's look at where the options are. I'm going to February 25s are 120, 170. First of all, let's look at the chart one more time. Let's see where the potential bounce is going to be. So 50 EMA now is at 30. I mean, 20 EMA is at 30. 50 EMA is at 2360. We are into kind of support at 200 EMA. Again, looking at charts on these is really, really not proper at the moment, just for the fact that they're getting washed up and washed down with ridiculous volume. MACD is against you. Right about here, I'll start buying some. We're at 15.79, down 6 for the day after being $40 3 days ago. So where the bounce will come, and then will probably bounce 25, 28, and then it'll roll over. This is on its way down to back to where it started, probably into the 5s, 6s. But it's not going to be straight up. It's not going to be straight down. So it's worth for me to take a shot here. $25 calls. I will buy some of those now. 120, 170. Always go halfway. Let's buy 10. 10 at 150. Go halfway. Let's go 145. Let's try 145. Let's see if they give it to me. Yep, I just bought 10. Bid dropped. Buy another 10 at 1. Buy another 10 at 125, and then that will be the opening position. 145. Buy another 10 at 130. And that'll be my bid. And then if we buy those, that should do it for today on that one. See, you just pick your spots. That's how you trade. I mean, you have it ready, and you step up and do it. That's it. AST Space Mobile, one of my favorites. You can't buy everything, by the way. You have to be really selective. That's right on this 200 EMA as well. See, market's giving you all this possible potential trades. BE right on its 50-day EMA. And then I'm going to talk quickly about outperformance and underperformance. You guys got to give me 1 minute. I'll be right back because there's some sort of commotion happening. Every time commotion happens, I get nervous, but give me 1 minute. I don't think it's anything important. Okay, nothing important. Back to business. I'm going to look at that ARQQ one more time. 1604. I think I'm going to buy 10 as just put a 130, 175. We bought it at 145. 130 is my bid. No, I think I'm good. Those are the February 21st expiration, $25 calls. You're going to say, Sergio, so far out of the money, why are you buying those calls? I'm like, the bounce is going to be vicious. I'm not looking to become a millionaire, but those will double. Because IV is 182 on those. Really expensive. I'm actually looking to sell some puts now. That's how you do it. Okay, so where would I be willing to buy ARQQ stock itself? Let's look at the January's. This Friday's expiration. Yeah, January 15 puts are only a buck. 245 IV expiring this Friday. Sell some puts probably will be proper, but then let's stay with the calls for them for a minute. I know I talk to myself quite a bit, but that's how you do it. You have to figure out the implied volatilities, what's the best option to sell, what the best strike is, what the best timing is. I could have bought the January calls, but too close, 5 days. I don't know if the bounce is going to come in 5 days. This is like catching a falling knife, but then I'm only putting up, $1.45, which is $1,450 to do those options. My bid is at 130. Let's just leave it at that. Stock is at 16. Yeah, we're okay. We'll continue. Excuse me. No need to push. Okay, we're fine. Let's go back to the watch list. So important thing here is on days like today, on down markets, there are always stocks that are green. Okay, I have two stocks with about half position now on my long-term portfolio. I am definitely dying to sell some kava, get back in, but not yet. Two stocks I have on my, I would say 50% position so far is ELF Beauty. Okay, so I'm just trying to explain something here. So market is down on its butt. Stock is up 6 today, up 5%, right? These are the types of stocks, because when the market stops going down, which it will, always does, and turns up, this is definitely going to outperform. Okay, so ELF is one. It's called Elf Beauty, and the other one is Unity Software, right? Up today already with the market on its butt. Those are the stocks that you need to pay attention to, outperformers. Okay, there are many stocks that are up today, so you need to stick with those. It is nice to buy things on the way down. Of course it is, right? It's giving you a good opportunity, but find things that are green. If they're green now, when the market turns, they're going to be greener. That's all I'm trying to say. Let's see where kava is. I may sell some puts there. Yep, I think we're right on the 200 EMA. Yeah. So this wasn't my long-term account. This was one of my huge winners last year, probably 5x ish. Stock is still expensive, but not as expensive as it was. Last earnings came out, they blew it out. 172 high, 110 down about 45-50%. I sold it in the 150s, then watch it go to 170, but I'm okay with it. You can't buy the low, sell the high. So on this one, cash secured put will be the starting play, because I'm intending to get assigned. I'm intending to buy the stock back without a wash sale rule, which I'm out of now. If you don't know what a wash sale is if you sell something and buy it back within 30 days, especially if you sell something with a loss and buy it back within 30 days, the same stock. IRS doesn't like that. That's called a wash sale. I'm not in that situation. Let me look at the February 110 puts. This is in my long-term account. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go do those in my long-term account. February 110 puts are $6.50. That'll, if I do get assigned at 100s are $3. So 110 is okay. Then I'll go down to 105 and I'll go down to 100, depending how many shares I want to buy. So if you do sell one put, in fact, let's give you guys the idea of what it's going to cost me to sell that. If I sold one put at 6.5, okay, the cost of that, the buying power effect is going to be $2,700. Okay, $2,700 to take in $650 for a month. That's 40%. Okay, but my intent is to get put. My intent is to accumulate a position again by selling puts. So that's what I'm going to do today in my long-term account, which I cannot do here. But definitely I'm going to start establishing a position there again on Kava. You can buy the underlying right about here. 110 is reasonable. Yeah, we're right on the 200 EMA. Well, 200 EMA is actually 107. So if I do sell those puts at 6.5, I'm going to end up buying at 103.5, right? 110 minus 6.5 is 103.5. Let's continue with the charts. So we bought the ARQQs, 10 calls. Lined up to buy 10 more. If it starts moving up, I will not miss it. I will pay higher price and get in. So ARQQ, I bought puts. You guys watched it live. What else? Let's look at some important stuff. Another stock I really like is Hims and Hers. Symbol is HIMS. Clearly in an uptrend where you could buy the stock itself, or earnings are coming out. They're absolutely increasing their margins. Uptrend. These are the types of things you need to pay attention to, right? Buy on dips. Symbol is HIMS. Again, none of this is trading or investing advice. You could sell cash secured puts, 20s probably, or 25s, 22.5s, and with the intent of acquiring the underlying shares. When you're selling cash secured puts, you have to be willing to buy the stock, like I did with MSTU. I was willing to buy and I got put, right? 873, no problem. That's MSTU. MSTR is down 8, retesting 300, no problem. You know, when MSTR went from last time 280 to 380, because Bitcoin went from 92 to 102, or whatever it was, 98, MSTU went from 7 to 12.5, 13. So I'm not concerned with that at all. Another one, KULR, here's something, okay. I mean, look at this thing, right? Parabolic, goes to 5.5. This company is doing what MSTR is doing. MicroStrategy is doing in a much smaller way. They're buying Bitcoin for their as a treasury asset. I would buy MSTKULR here, the stock, not the options. On a $2-3 stock, you don't need to buy options. This is like an it's 210. Oh, this was down to 180s. Wow. Yeah, if it dips under 2, I will buy a couple thousand shares of this for a bounce. This is a bounce play. This is nothing more than a bounce play. Okay, people? It's on its 50 EMA. Yeah, I don't mind. You know. Let's see. Okay, let's look at some of the Mag 7 stuff anyway. So I looked at Apple. I looked at, let's look at Tesla. Tesla only down 76 cents with the market down. It was down to 380 change. See, these are the things. It's right on its 50-day. You want to sell some puts on Tesla? Go for it. NVIDIA, some of the Mag 7, made a new high, reversed that day on support. 50 EMA 118, still pretty far away, but decent support at about 120 down here, right about here, where my cursor is at, about 126. These stocks are not broken down. All I'm telling you guys is that you guys need to really pick your spots, though. Micron had 2 massive days of moves, pulling back, paying very close attention to Micron now. So please add that to your watch list. Left a little island bottom, kind of closing the gap, but going sideways. So when a stock is going sideways, what do? You strangle it, right? You sell the calls, sell the puts, expire worthless both sides. Here's another one. Nosebleed. Look what they do to these things, right? They take him out back and shoot it. NUKK. That thing was the one that went from 2 to 80 in 2 days, right? Well, where are we now? Right? You're a bag holder if you bought it anywhere. Obviously not at 2, but 1587, 200 EMA is at 12.5. I will give this a shot as well for a bounce trade. So NUKK is the symbol, but they got to get there for me, right? This is paradigm. This is, I have actually 40 options on. I mean, not my favorite looking chart, but you know, it is what it is. 50 MA, 556. Yeah, we may have a little bit more downside. There's a big gap there. Again, another bounce play. PDYN is the symbol. I own options on it. A lot of people ask me about Palantir. What about Palantir? It got a little too heavy, breaking under its 50 MA today. Not interested, really. I'm probably interested in the 60s. This thing was 85. This is how crucial these things are, right? How you got to pick your spots. Still, 200 EMA at 44. 50% above 200 EMA. What is the stock doing 50%? At 85, it was 100% above its 200 EMA. What is the stock doing there? There's no business being there, okay? I don't care what the hell it is. So, yeah, 60, good support, really. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, nothing important. Yeah, here's some of those nosebleed stocks. Qubits, QB, D-Wave Quantum, 398, down another 31% today. Literally, this thing was 11 3 days ago. Okay, down to the threes. Is a bounce play? Yeah, potentially, maybe. I don't know. You know, this is what happens, man. They go up, they go down, right? I mean, obviously, it's stupid for me to say they go up, they go down, but the speed that they go up, they go down. They can make you wealthy, and they can make you absolutely poor. That's why when they were going up, a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're missing it." I'm not missing anything. I don't want to participate because I know this is going to happen, and I don't know where it's going to happen from. But when it does happen, I don't want to hold the bag. Now I'll wait all the bag holders get liquidated, right, on margin and whatever they are. Yeah, I'll give it a crack at like 3, maybe 3.5. But that's what I want to do. You know, if when you're selling, I want to buy. Here's another one. Look at this thing. QUBT, Quantum Computing Inc. This thing hit a high of 27. Well, forget that high. 3 days ago, it was 20.5. Today is 675. Where would I buy that? Into the 4s and 5s. 5. Yeah, for a bounce play. These are all bounce plays, and they will all bounce, and then give hope to the bag holders, and then they'll roll them over, and then take them back to and shoot them again. When I say they, these are the shorts, right? The shorts are definitely leaning on these things. It didn't help that Jason, whatever his name is, the CEO of NVIDIA, said quantum computing is a farce. It's not coming in for another 50 years. I'm like, okay, cool. Everybody talks their book, man. This is 675. I'll give this a shot at probably, I don't know, 5. You know, you're going to say, oh, it's 30% from here. Yeah, it's down 25% today. So Red Cat Holdings. Yeah, no. Rigetti. Okay, here's another bounce play, right? I'll give it a crack. I don't know. I'll give it a crack about 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days ago, this was 2142 high. We're at 638. Okay, all right. I'll give this a shot at 5. In fact, let me see where the options are on this thing. Maybe a starting position right about here. I know it'll go lower, but I'm not concerned. No, we're not selling, we're buying. First, let's see where the options are at. 180 average IV. February, we're going to February. February 5s are $2. I am buying those. I want to put like 30, 40 cents and double. Where can I get 30, 40 cents? Oh, there we are. Right here. The 10s are 70 cents. No, those will go down again if stock goes to 5, which most likely it will. Where's my least risk here? Oh, there they are. The 15s. You're going to say, Serge, stock is 6. Why are you buying the 15s? Yeah, because stock bounces from 6 to 10 in the next 41, 42 days. Those things will be 60, 70 cents. And they're 25, 30 cents. Let's buy some of those. Jesus, 200 IV. So against my blood to do any of this shit. Okay, let's buy, how many should we buy? Let's buy 25 of at 30 cents. I'm buying now the February 15 calls at 30 cents. Don't mind. $750. We just bought it at 29 cents, and then let's put another 25 in at 25 cents. That's about it. Buy 25 cents. See, that's why you want to play these, play it this way. Risk a little bit of money with a potential of double, triple if it does bounce. If it doesn't bounce, you're not going to die. And you can always sell cover calls against it. You can do all kinds of things. Okay, so just like this is complete speculation here. So don't follow a blind man. I'm not blind exactly. I kind of know what's going on here. All right, so I bought some of those. 25 is good to start with of those. I have the ARQ. So those are the two plays I'm putting in money on. A little bit of money. Nothing major. You're not going to make me or break me. Just to be in it. Get the action. Blood action out of it. So I bought 25. These are the calls I bought. And I have 25 more to buy at 25 cents. You know, okay. Directional bet, buying call options. What's my maximum loss? What I put up, right? It could go to 0 as far as I'm concerned. Doesn't matter. But 15 EMAs at 11.83. 20 EMAs 11.83. Huge gap up here. God knows what happened there. Well, we know what happened. Jason Huang opened his mouth from NVIDIA. 50 EMA is 8. Yeah, this thing goes back to 8. And what was the high on those options today? Let me see. See what I mean? High was 60 cents today, with the stock high at 8. Okay, I don't mind. I will most likely I will double. But you guys, I will put these positions up on the community page. You guys can follow. So for all the members, I will put this out there. But that's it. The 14th. I don't even want to look at the 14th. I'm buying the regular expiration, by the way, February 31st. No. Yeah. February 21st, not 31st. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we bought 25 of those. Okay, cool. Let's continue with the charts. So ARQQ and RGTI are the two that I put some money in. And I have bids on the way down if we're going to go there. There's another one. Look at this thing. Holy crap. Actually, I like this company more than the quantum stocks. LAES is the symbol. Look at this thing. Down 41%, down to 336. Right on its 50 EMA. This is Seal SQ. They do the seals for satellites, actually. So you're going to say, Serge, you're buying all garbage. I'm just buying bounce plays to make a few bucks here and there because I already have existing positions that I'm just holding on. LEAS. Yeah, I will buy this on 200 EMA at 211. It's 342, right under 50 EMA. This thing was this thing was 9.5 3 days ago. Yeah. If you guys are interested, cheap stock right here. I'll start opening position here, probably okay at 345 range. Yep. Do I want to buy some? Does this thing have options? Like really 10, 20 cent options for February? It does have options. Let's take a look. Watch which options are 10, 20 cents, which I don't want to spend any more money on. 7.5 are 10 cents, 25 cents for February 21. $5 options are 40 cents, 55. Those make sense. Okay. Let's buy some of those. These are all gambling plays, guys. Do not follow me on this. If you want to do it, do the underlying and buy 100 shares and then make a couple $100 on the bounce. When the bounce comes, I have no idea. It could be today, it could be a week from now, but the bounce will come. Which ones do we want to buy? The 5s? Yeah, February 5. Let's buy them 50 cents. Let's buy 20 of those at 50 cents. Put $1,000 there. We're going halfway. It's 40.60, so go halfway. Let's see if they give it to me. Yep, they did. Okay, so I bought 20 of those. I'm going to go back to Rigetti. I think I'm going to buy some more of those 30-cent options. 25.30. I bought 25 at 30. I have 25 at 25. No, I have a bid in there. If I didn't have a bid in there, I would buy it. Let's put a bid on LAES. Scale down, scale up. 40.60. The high on those is 106 today. Let's buy 20 more at 40. I bought it at 50. Bid 45 just came in. Okay. Let's buy 20 more at 40. This is how you do it. Scale in, scale out. 40 is good. I am paying more than these for these crashers. I'm joining the bid. I just joined the bid. Okay, let's continue. Hope you have some questions. See, trading live. That's why it's called Trading with Sergio. Let me take a look at my trade screen for a second. I mean, to the monitor. Let's see where we are. So I added to this. I have a buy order here. I started a position LAS. I have there. I have a buy order in PDYN. 65. And let me cancel this middle one. Okay, we canceled that one. 65.55 on PDYN. Root. Moving up, breaking out. MSTU. Okay, everything is looking good. Common colon collected. So I bought a ARQQ. Well, I paid $150 for it. They're $145, $195. Stock moved up 70 cents. Stock moved literally 16 to 16.50. Those options went up 40 cents on the offer. See what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys gotta. Well, hopefully you did follow me on that. Yeah, small little directional bets on bounce plays. Really, nothing more, nothing less. Bounce will come, and we'll make some money. Continue with the charts. LAES. Look at that thing. Jesus Christ. What is the news on that? Is there any news on that? Then I actually want to buy the shares on that now that I'm stuck on it. Shit. What is there? Is there any news? Shares of quantum stocks are showing on a continued weakness. Yeah, I got that part. Okay. Wise key. Is that going down too? Probably. WKEY. Let's take a look. Actually, that's holding the best out of all the garbage. Okay, never mind. I shouldn't say that. If you own it, you'll feel bad. Financial stocks doing well today. JP Morgan up already. Let's look at TLT. Gosh, another low, man. 85. You know, to give you guys a perspective, so TLT peaked at 101.64 when the Fed cut the rates on September 18th. Since then, Fed has cut the rates 100 basis points. Market has raised the rates 120 basis points. This is the 3-year. This is interest rates, right? This is when ZERP was fashionable up there at 150. This is a ETF, by the way. It's the iShares 20-plus year Treasury bond ETF. This is the 10-year. That's when we had ZERP for like 15 years, since 2008. High on TLT is 180. 85.46 is equal to about 5% on the 20-year note, 20-year bond. So, low is 82, so I'm pretty sure we're going to test that, which is about 510. Interest rates have been higher than this, people. Don't get fooled. Interest rates in the 70s or as high as 21%. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, that's the other thing. I talked about this actually a few times, if you guys follow me. The stock market has to pay attention to the bond market at some point, and it started paying attention when the rates got up to like 470, because stock returns and dividends are competing with free money. Well, not free exactly, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, just downtrend, just deadly. No thanks. Well, 82, maybe I'll give it a shot. At some point, right? Everything stops going down. So LAES we bought, ARQQ we bought, RGTI we bought. What else? What other garbage do we want to buy? NUKK, no. RGTI. I think I'm gonna buy a little bit more RGTI if I'm not with you guys. But at least you saw me on opening position anyway. What else? Sidus Space, SIDU, another little one. No thanks. SoundHound, man, Quant Data nailed that thing. That's got so much space. 200 EMA, $8. Stock is 13, although it was 25 a couple of weeks ago. Just breaking the 50 EMA. No, I'll buy that at 10. Got another 30% to go probably. What else? Upstart. Probably sell some puts on that. Oh, Z. Yeah, it's closing the gap actually today. Into support here, about 57, so high 90. See what happens? Stocks go down a lot faster than they go up, people. And then Xenatech is a drone maker. No. I have enough trouble with RGTI. Yeah, 626. I will buy those 25 cents. Let's just line up for another 25 options at 20 cents. Let's be cheap. Let's see if we get gifted. So we have orders. Okay, we have orders there. We have Rigetti. Let's buy 25 more at 20 cents if they're going to gift it to us. These are the 15th. Gift. Lottery ticket. So I'll put that in there. What else? Okay. Hey, we have a $275 profit on ARQQ. Should we take it? No. Bounce will come. Bounce will be vicious on these, actually. Where from? I don't know. I do not know. But they will. I have enough time. Okay. Let's go back to the front and answer some questions and say goodbye. Okie dokie. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thumbs up. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Apple, what's up? Okay, here's Apple bottom jeans from Quant Data. You guys need to go check that Discord out. I'm telling you. I know you want most of it. You won't understand. It's okay. I will explain it to you on members only if you remember or not. You need to go check out Quant Data. Free Discord. In what world? Please go check it out. Just listen to some amazing traders there. Okay. Well, one thing Apple did today. My hats off to you. He did a day trade. It was up $375. He did another one. Cut his gains to 75. He didn't push it. Most of you would have pushed it and would have gone negative. No. He cut it. He closed the book. He goes, there is always tomorrow. Learn from that. That's how you do it. Yeah, I guess. Look, I'm risking what I can afford to lose. And I'm pretty sure you guys will follow these trades and just go look at the community page, full transparency. Richie Reed says, Telegram, nothing displays. Don't know what that means. I send the link. Richie, why did you sell Ogo? Richie is smoking crack. Thinking about adding a firm as it nears 200 EMA. Okay. Okay, Mojo. Thinking about adding a firm. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to add it, that's where you're going to add it. If you believe the chopsticks. I know Apple Bottom Jeans doesn't like chopsticks. They don't pay attention to charts, by the way, but I still love him. And it's a great tool, really. Okay, you guys need to be more concise with these comments so I understand and I can respond, because I don't know what this means either. Thinking about adding. Okay, that part I got. Someone in the members only session recommended that I hold out because it will definitely did. Sure. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Mo. You mean Mo Philip Morris? The stock? I don't know what you guys are doing, man. This, I have no idea what this is. Who did you sell Ogo? I don't know. I need more context. Anyway, so let's take a last quick look. Let's see where we are. Okay. Yeah, we are going to buy those cheapy Rigettis for sure. Okay. Everything is manageable. Life is manageable. There could be worse things. Bounce plays, you guys I'm sure will follow. If you did follow me, do it at your own risk. Sizing is important, by the way. So I'm not buying anything crazy. I'm buying 10, 20, 30 options for 20, 30, 40 cents. Those are not going to make me or break me, but then making a little bit of money here and there is not bad. What else? Any other questions? Everything looks good to me. I have a strangle on the MSTZ. I'm up about 1,600 on that. I don't know. I may close that out. It's tying up 16,000, 17,000 in SMA. Not that I need the cash. Calls are going to expire worthless if MSTU is still there. Yeah. No worries. I'm good. Yeah, at the end of the month, by the way, at the end of every month, I'm going to share my account equity. I'm supposed to do like I did the last of the year. So you guys will see full transparency here, people. Yeah, Rigetti. Yeah, yeah, that will go lower. But when the bounce comes, it'll be vicious. They will make the bag holders happy on that. They will bounce it and then smash it again. Okay, no more questions. All right, much love to you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Members only, please be on the lookout. It may be 1 p.m., maybe 12:30 p.m., 12 p.m. I think his game is at 2:30. There's a star. Thank you, John. Jeez. Give us another one. I know Mojotronics is being facetious, but so please check that out. Join. Love to see your smiling faces. Look, the time that we're in, we're obviously experiencing a drawdown in the markets, right? This is the time to hold your powder dry, keep your shit together, and then put the gas on. But don't guess where things are going to stop. Have a plan. If it's your moving averages, if it's your uptrends, chopsticks, as Apple Bottom calls it, all that stuff, right? Wait, patience. When things go down, they go down. Okay. You want to take losses? Be my guest. Because nobody knows where these things were going to stop and nobody knows where they're going to bottom. All I'm saying is that have a plan. When it gets to your levels, execute that plan. Put your risk up, put your money up. That's it. There is nothing more, nothing less. Will everyone will be a winner out of that garbage that I bought? I hope so, but probably not. So all I'm doing is taking a calculated risk and looking at the reward and looking at the downside. I'm going like, okay, it's fair here. Will I be right? Will I be wrong? I don't know. We will all find out together in the next 42 days. Most likely I'll be way out before those on those directionals. On the naked side, on the premium selling side, just let it go sideways. Doesn't matter, up or down. You're going to collect something called theta. Hopefully you are reading your Greeks. You read your Greeks. What is theta? Anybody can tell me what theta is? Not you, Apple. I know you know. What is theta? Anybody? Theta. It's a Greek. What is it? Come on, members. You guys got to know that. Theta is, yes, Daniel. Daniel, you're not a member. How do you know that? Yes, it's time decay. So when you are on Robinhood, when you're buying an option, in fact, let's take a look. I just have nothing else to do. I'm going to go have a cup of coffee now. I have a call at 1 o'clock, so I'll stay on a little bit longer. Let's look at ARQQ, all the garbage that I bought. Okay? All right. Okay. Let's look at it. Okie dokie. Let's look at it. Bitcoin 91.8. Bitcoin rips to 97. Timing may be perfect on this. MSTU will rip to about 11 and a half. And I don't mind getting called away, by the way. That was the whole idea. Yes, correct, Megan. I'm disappointed in my member. Oh, no, Richie is here. Sorry. Richie, what does that comment mean? What did... Oh, my logo. My logo. Okay, hold on a second. Who did the SA logo? We Zoom did. Yes. Time decay. Yes, you're all correct. So let's look at it. Let's analyze it. So I paid what did I pay? 150? 145. I paid 145 for those ARQQs. Let's look at the Greeks on ARQQ. Let's look at it. We bought the February 25. Let's take a look. All right, so last trade 165, 150 bid, 195 offer. So if it gets to $2, maybe I'll take a $500 gain on that. Okay, low 145, high 175. So far we bought the low on that. Open interest 3. So I bought 10. So the market maker sold those to me because open interest is only 3. So tomorrow open interest should say 13. And so what did the market maker do? Because there is, unless somebody sold it to me, if it's not a market maker, but open interest will go up because I just opened the position of 10 options from 3 to 13. Okay. So what did the market maker do? Well, if there was no one selling those options, right, he sold them to me. So he's naked those options, I'm long those options. But what else did he do? Think about it. To hedge himself, because he wants to be delta neutral. He wants to be neutral. He's not in it to make money off of me. We're not gambling like a bookie, right? What does he do? Well, he went and bought the underlying, or he went and bought a higher strike price option. So you guys have to understand how they hedge themselves. They don't want to gamble like we're gambling here, right? They want to be neutral all the time. Well, let's look at the Greeks. Let's look at the Greeks. Let's do that. Okay, on ARQQ. Okay, the Greeks, delta 35. So what does that mean? That means for each dollar the stock goes up, these options will go up by 35 cents. And the higher the stock goes, the delta will get to be more and more and more. So delta. Gamma. What is gamma? Gamma is the rate of delta change, right? Okay. Theta is what I just asked, is, so this option will go down 4.7 cents per day because they're February, I have 41 days. 4.7 cents per day if the stock went dead man's EKG sideways forever. Okay. Every day it will lose 5 cents. Theta will also change with the underlying. Get it? Okay. Then Vega, then Rho. Rho is the interest rate change. Vega, I'm not going to pay attention. So you guys, here's a homework. Go study what Vanna is. Vanna, V-A-N-N-A. Very important. Very important Greek. And a Greek that's used mostly by institutions, but you guys should understand what it does. So on a delta of 35, let's do this. Obviously, theta is going to take away almost 5 cents a day of this option, right? Not my concern, because I'm going to be way out before then with a loss or a gain on this. However, stock is 16 and a half. Tomorrow, if it goes, or today, if it goes to 17 and a half, those options from 145, they should go to 180, right? 35 cents. Well, for every dollar, the option is going to appreciate 35 cents. That's the delta. Well, gamma, for every dollar, where was gamma? Gamma is 0.0379, 0.038, let's say 0.04. So for each dollar that the stock goes up, right, the next day, I'll turn my mic off. The next day, those options are not only going to go by 35, but they're going to go a little bit more than that. So the higher the stock goes, okay, the higher the delta is going to go, and the rate of change is going to also change, right? Closer we get to that strike price of 25. Get it? Okay, let's look at Rigetti. We bought those junks at 30 cents. Let's see what the delta is going to be. What? Very high or very low? Any guesses? No? Any guesses? Yes, I am recording this session. Ayn Rando. Aren't I? I am, yes. It says live, recording 1:30. An hour and a half, holy crap. So I bought LAES options, didn't I? I did. Let's look at those. 355 is the stock. I bought the fives, right? I don't even remember what I bought. Holy crap. I should know. Yeah, I bought the 5s. Bought the 5s at 50 cents. Let's look at those. February 5s. I bought those at 50 cents. They're 50 cents bid, 65 offer. Okay. So delta on that is 45. So for each dollar LAES goes up, those options are going to go up 45 cents. And the gamma, okay, gamma is at 0.16, 16. So, and theta is only 12.5 cents. I like that. That's pretty cool. So if I paid 50 cents for them, if from here, 355, LAES goes up $1, those options will double because delta is 45. And delta will go higher the closer we get to the strike price. I know I may be talking to Greek, a lot of you, but you should be reading your books. I didn't learn this in a day. It'll take some time. Don't get frustrated. I'm just here to help. So you can ask me those questions in the members only coming up on Wednesday. And the last junk I bought was Rigetti. I shouldn't call them junk. I bought it. Rigetti, 634. That's going to be interesting because that's so far out of the money, right? I bought the 15s. So let's see. I'm guessing the stock is 632. We're $9 out of the money. We bought the February 21s, 15 calls. All right. They're 30 cents. 25 bid, 30 offer. I'm at 25. All right. Delta, 16.5. Gamma, 0.56. Theta, 13 cents. Not 13 cents, 1.3 cents. So for each day stock goes sideways, I'm going to lose 1.5 cents out of that. Okay. Because I have 41 days. And that's what it looks like at the moment. So delta is 16.5. So for each dollar from here, Rigetti goes up, those options will go up 16.5 cents. Well, I'm only paying 30 cents. Think about it. So if Rigetti goes from 630 to 730 to 830 at 16.5 delta, those options will double by the stock going up 2 points from here. You guys understand? That's why you just kind of pay attention to the Greeks because they're important. I'm not looking for Rigetti to go back to 15 at all. I'm trying to double my money, hopefully. And in order for me to double my money, all the stock has to do is from 6.5 to go 8.5, right? That's it. And if that's the bounce play from here, that's the bounce play from here. So now you guys have an idea of how this is done, hopefully. I hope I didn't talk too much Greek. Okay, cool. Okay, Mojo. Impossible. Yes, it is. Chat's tough. You didn't even read my response before I did. Yes. Right there. I read it. Mo equals. Oh. That one I missed. I apologize. Yeah, of course. Okay, we'll talk about it Wednesday. No rush. I apologize. Yeah, I didn't read that. I read the one before. Chat's not the best way to do this. That's why we have the members only live. You just come on and we just talk man to man. Yes, I am recording this for everyone. It is impossible to communicate on the chat, especially when the chat's moving like it will tomorrow with 500 people. This is only like 15 people watching, and we can't even handle that. Yes, I apologize. I love you, buddy. Don't get sensitive. Don't be a little non-PC, please. Okay. So you guys understand a little bit of the delta and gamma and theta, all that good shit. You guys got to know what's happening. And all these positions will be on the community page on the YouTube channel. Thank you for the support. Edward, trouble is here. My trouble. Yes, why are you so short-term oriented, Edward? Why? Why? Okay, well, you know what? Let's do a little mental exercise here. You're willing to spend 60 cents, right? Okay. Let's look at it. Let's look at what you're buying. What do you think the theta is on that option? You're already out of the money by a shit ton. Well, by at least 15%. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. ASTS 2093. You're buying the what? 23 calls are 60 cents. For January 24th. Oh, at least you're not buying the weeklies. Okay, I'll give you that one. Yeah, show me the money. That's right. I'm trying here, actually. This is where the money is at, not the other shit. The other shit's garbage. Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at it, Edward. Let's see if we can spend our 60 cents as premium better. Giving you a little bit more time. Let's look at it. ASTS 2097. Okay, let's look at it. You're buying the 24th, $23 calls. They are 61 cents. You are correct. Let's look at the Greeks on that. Delta 30. Okay. Gamma 10. Theta, you're losing a nickel every day. Or more than that, 5.3 cents. Okay. All right, let's see where we can spend and buy some more time. First of all, where do you think the stock is going to bounce to? Because I have an idea on those bounce plays, but where do you think the stock is going to bounce to? Where? 23. You're buying the 23 calls. I'm assuming you're thinking it'll bounce to 25, hopefully. Okay, let's say that. Let's look at a little longer dated stuff. Because when you're wrong, those 60s will just melt away at a nickel a day. You know what I'm saying? That's without it going down. Just go sideways. That's theta is. Okay, let's look at the regular expiration febs. I like that series, actually. Okay. You're willing to spend 60 cents. $30 calls are 54 cents. You have 42 days, 41 days. Now today is over, let's say. So you're going up about 30% in strike. Okay. But you're buying yourself an extra literally 30 days. And let's look at those. Those are 49 cents 54 offer. They don't have the halfway in betweens. Okay, so let's go to 30s. So you're going to pay a little bit less. Okay, so on yours, okay, on these, delta is 17 and theta is 2 cents. So they're not going to melt away on you as fast, and delta is 17. So stock goes to your price of 23. The ones you're buying are probably going to be buck, maybe. What was the delta on that? I don't remember. Anyway, so let's do these. Let's say stock bounces to 25. That's about 4 points from here. That's 65 cents. These will double a little bit more, actually. That's all I'm trying to do. Just give you an option, because the January 24s, what's the delta on those? The 23s? 31 cents. I mean, 31. So stock goes to 23. 2 points, 60. Now, these will double too, but it has to happen a lot quicker. See what I'm trying to say, Edward? I'd rather buy those, the other ones. I'd rather, I mean, this is not like a super volatile high beta. Well, it is high beta, but it's not as volatile as those quantum computer stocks. Those options will be $2. Again, which options? The ones he's buying or the ones I'm suggesting he buy? His will not be $2 unless it happens tomorrow. His will be like $1.20 if it happens tomorrow. with a delta of 35. Which options, Vic? Nope. Not with a delta of 35, sir. But we will find out, won't we now? We will find out. No. Not according to the delta. And if it happens tomorrow, by the way, if it happens the next day, there won't be. If it happens the next day, there will be less. So let's not mess around. Let's look at those again. January 21st. They won't be $2. Absolutely not. 23 calls. They're 63 cents. No. Delta of 31. No, sir. Implied volatility 90. Nope. They will be like buck 20 though. If it happens tomorrow. Buck 20, buck 25. They'll double. If it happens tomorrow. The next day, it has to go higher. Yes, it will. No. Okay. See, we're at a Mexican standoff now. It does not matter when it will happen. What? What are you talking about? Of course it matters when it'll happen. What about theta? Okay, what about the stock goes down? No, I get that part. I get that part. I already said that, Vic. Tell me something I don't know. What about theta? What if the stock goes down? Then what? I mean, you know, stocks don't go just up, right? In fact, I'm going to look at that. You know, do you have an option calculator, Vic? I can suggest one for you. Okay. Let's look at it. Just to have some fun. Let's take a look. Of course, stock is not going down either, right? I mean, we're assuming a lot of things here. All right, let's look at if it's double is going to happen for you tomorrow. Okay, I'm putting it in my option calculator. You should all have one. There are some free ones. There are some good ones that you have to pay for, but then there are some free ones out there. Okay. Let's take a look. ASTS. Of course, we're talking about going up, but I'm going to tell you where it's going to be. Just patience. Patience, patience. Put it in your option calculator, Vic. Do you have one? Let's take a look. Assuming this happens tomorrow. And then I'll give you the numbers going every day. Edward, listen. Okay. This website, holy crap. Okay. All right. So we're behind it. We are behind the 24th. 24th. Strike of 23. Strike of 23. Underlying is 2112. DTE 11 days. Risk-free rate 425. Volatility 92. Okie dokie. Theoretical value at 21.12 is 67 cents. Let's put in $1 higher from here, 22.12, and take a day off. Day off meaning instead of 11 days, we're down to 10 days. Every other variable stays the same. Okay, so if tomorrow at the close, Vic, if ASTS is 22.12, that'll be 99 cents with a delta of 43 and a gamma of 11.11 and a theta of 68, 6.8 cents. If today miracles happen and stock goes to 23.12, those options will be $1.48 with a delta of 55. Get it? It will not be $2. They will double, like I said, if it happens today. If it happens, let's say it goes to 23 with 5 days left. Meaning next Monday, Edward, next Monday, stock is 23.12. Options will be $1.06. Why? Still be higher, but why? Right? The delta is higher, gamma is higher, but the theta is higher too, because we're getting close to expiration now. So please have a calculator to figure these things out. I can recommend to the members when I see the members. Remind me, Edward. I'm sure you'll be around. So there you go. Yes, so I gave you the numbers. DJT up 18%. Imagine buying those options on Friday. Yeah. Well, he's getting inauguration, right? So they're pumping it up. I wouldn't buy that with your money. Yeah, I wouldn't buy that with your money. All right, let's take a look at one more time to the monitor, and then we'll say goodbye. Where are things standing? 870 on MS, 872 on MSTU. Options are melting. They're down to a nickel and 10 cents. No problem. Rigetti 632, exactly where we got it. LAES, actually, what did we pay? 50 cents for those? Yeah, they're 348, 350. Lowest 331. Okay, I'll probably buy more Rigetti. PD1 706, 710, 65 cents. I have a bid on it. I have a bid on ARQQ at $1.30. They're $1.40 bid, nowhere near. Yeah, you guys follow these positions. And then MSTZ, I'm short the 15.25 strangle for this Friday. I took in a combined 225. And we're down to about 70 cents. So we'll just let those die. Expire, die, whatever you want to call it. What else? That's it. Any other questions? Shoot me an email. Become a member. See you members on Wednesday. And any last minute questions? Goodbye. Okay. Yeah. Vic. There you go. Be sage. I will be sage and safe. All right. See you guys on Wednesday, the members. Everybody else, come back on Power Hour Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Life will continue. Keep your shit together. Keep your powder dry. When the market's pulling back, don't get frustrated. 3 Ps rule. Trust me, they do. Pick your spots. Don't average down, especially if you're buying stocks. It gives you this market's going to give chances. Okay, it always does. And pick your spots. Wait until you hit your targets and then execute. Don't FOMO. Don't YOLO. Don't prematurely. Don't do any of that. Just wait for your spots. Markets open every day, man. No rush. All right. My hat's off to Barca. Vamos, Barca. We won our first cup with the new German coach. Vamos. See you members on Wednesday. I will take care of the... Can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys, all the members who are having trouble getting into that Telegram group, please email me, sergio@sergioavedian.com. I will attach the link to that and send it out to you. All you have to do is click the link, and then you'll join the Telegram. Bye.